Cal, do you want to have a go at was 1 hour about right when you've got these enormous chapters and topics?
I think 1 hour is about right, because there's actually quite a bit of preparation to do. We're reading a chapter of the book, which can take up to a couple of hours, I would say. Plus, it's very much worth thinking about and not doing it last minute. So to have done more than that and try to bite off more than you can chew, frankly, would be too much. And this has lasted us about 6 or so months, I think it is. So dividing it into 1 hour bites has worked really well, I think.
Brilliant, thanks, Cal.
Stuart,
So,
can I say about the hour? I do think the hour is tight, especially if the group was any larger than this, though not impossible. But I think it's also important to recognise that the hour is not an opportunity to go through comprehensively everything that's covered in that chapter, but it's a sort of focus. It's a catalyst for our thinking and our reading, which is ongoing through the weeks. So the hour is not, like I say, a time to go through everything, comprehensively, but it is a focus and a catalyst for our thinking.
There's actually been a benefit. Thanks for that. So let's move on then. What if you miss a week? So 1 or 2 of our number haven't made every one of the sessions. Mike, you're nodding. What happens? Do you leave go of the process?
Well, it worked incredibly well, really. I mean, I was very disappointed to have to miss about, I think it was 4 weeks. And then there was another odd week or so. It didn't really seem to interrupt the thing for me. Just left off and then rejoined, and because you can still follow the book, so you keep up with what the material is, and then when you rejoin, you're on a new chapter and there are new things to discuss. And if there are things that have been discussed before, that's okay. So I'd be very relaxed about that side of it. I don't think anyone needs to think they need to be attending every week. I wouldn't attend. Wouldn't go with that thinking at all. So yeah, not a problem.
Great, thanks, Mike.
There is a conversation which adds every week, so it's not though it's kind of jointed. It's a continuous river which you're engaged in. And just dip in and out, that's okay, because the themes are kind of consistent all the time, and you're just adding to them and developing them, which is good.
Yeah, brilliant. Next question then. So what have you actually got out of using David Ford's commentary as a way to go through the Gospel of John? Bill?
I feel like anytime I've looked at John before, it's been a bit of a puzzle to me, but Ford has done so much work and thought about this so much that he gives you a nice thread through John to follow it through. And I guess something that I didn't expect as much as I entered into this, I really got to be part of a really great community with some really different people who have different ideas and different experiences. So I feel like we lived the John Hannon community somewhat within our group.
Brilliant, brilliant. So last question I've got here, was it worth the time commitment over 6 months? Catherine, are you up for speaking to that?
Absolutely. And don't forget, in your group, David Ford journeyed with you. I mean, his sense of surprise and delight, is conveyed and very infectious. So you become more surprised, more delighted the further you journey into it. And the sense of growing community has also been something that I hadn't anticipated, but has been an absolute blessing and a treasure.
Brilliant.